Guys, after the holidays, you need a reset. It's like, okay, we need to refuel, recharge, and get it back on track. Like, there just be so much going on, and yeah. So I normally don't make New Year's resolutions. I just make up in my mind to do put goals there and just do it more or less, not like, okay, I'm going to get this done by this time or whatever, because it's just setting myself up for a letdown. Because as long as I can make progress towards something, baby steps. But my arthritis has been flaring up lately, and part of that I feel it's because I have slacked on eating are staying away from the foods that I shouldn't be eating that causes the inflammation. And so, yeah, I've got to get back on track, because when my arthritis flares up, I don't know if any of you that are watching this video have seen my past videos where I've spoken about my arthritis, where my husband actually had to get me a wheelchair and a walker. Some days would just have to be able to crawl around my house to get somewhere. And that hurt because, wood floor in the house, and then even where the carpet was, like my knees, the joints would be painful. So that didn't even feel good crawling, but that was the best way I could get around, because walking was out of the question. I am on medication for it. And I think for the most part, the medication was working. But then I also think for the greater part that it was also due to me really eating better. I seriously need to get back on track and refuel, recharge, because, if I don't do something about it, it's gonna, overtake me. So I have a choice to make. I can either, just say, oh, it is what it is, and deal with it, and, I'm just getting by day, which basically, in a sense, I am. But at least I'm making progress, a step towards not just sitting back and just say it is what it is. I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to do in an effort to help, you know, eliminate some of the inflammation so that it won't be, because like sometimes it just be like, it'll like just consume my day, where I'll have plans for that day and I can't do anything but just sit in a chair because, yeah. So a friend of mine told me that she had a friend and that he had it really bad, the arthritis, dealing with it, wasn't able to walk and stuff. And so he started taking turmeric uh, every day, and it did numbers. It did wonders for him. So I had heard about the turmeric, but I guess I just never really just further delved into it. But like I say, when my arthritis started to flare up again, and I knew I didn't want to digress and go back to where I was, I said, well, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. So yeah, I've only been taking it probably, we're gonna say, if not a week, close to a week. And I started off taking a tablespoon, but I don't guess I was mixing it with enough water, because I was tasting too much of the powdery substance, because it is powder consistency. So I just put that now to, because I'm thinking the more I take, the quicker this is gonna help me. But so long as I'm taking it, you know, every day and being consistent with it, I think a teaspoon would work just fine. So that's what I just did, and it tasted really good. Well, I won't say it tasted really good. Like, I'm so excited to go get my next drink of warm water with turmeric, but it was so much better than when I had mixed it with 1 tablespoon. And the first day I tried it, I didn't like really research to see how to take it, and so I just put it with water. Ugh. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna deal with this. But then I looked up and it said the best way, to drink it is to drink it in something warm, like some warm tea. So I did tea one day and it tasted really good. I also put lemon in there and it tastes really good. But for the most part, I'm just trying to get a little drink each day just to help with the inflammation. And so I've just been doing a teaspoon. Well, I just now started doing a teaspoon with water. And I am thinking I probably want to get some lemon just to put with it, just to make it a little bit more enjoyable. But I'm going to be consistent with it because I really want to track the progress just to see, if it how well it's going to work. And if any of you guys are, familiar with turmeric and good ways to take it, I know that you can like season it too. You can use it for seasonings and stuff. Haven't tried that yet, but I was thinking I may boil some eggs and sprinkle some of the turmeric on the boiled eggs, or even scramble some eggs and sprinkle it with turmeric. So those are some ideas that I have just to get it consumed within me so that, we can see if this is going to work for me. I know with each body, it's different for each body. So what may work for some doesn't necessarily work for another, but you don't ever know unless you try. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so now I'm going to have me a healthy snack. So instead of grabbing for some potato chips, I'm going to have some dried cherries and walnuts. So as moms or wives, we're always doing things for others, but you want to take time out to just take some time for you. And typically, this is my getaway, just soaking in a nice bubble bath. These bubble baths that I use are really good for my muscles, sore muscles. And typically, I'll have a glass of wine while I'm soaking, but this time I'm going to just have some cranberry juice and just relax my cares away. And don't forget to pamper yourself, ladies. Nothing like a nice, relaxing soak in the tub. And I usually try to end my night with a word from the Bible. I'll go to this app where I have a morning and an evening devotional, and that just generally just puts the icing on the cake for a nice, relaxing night. So the reading today is actually coming from 2 Peter 3:18, which is the verse that I use for my YouTube intro, which is growing in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Here's to healthier eating. All right, guys, so as you can see, I had me a nice, healthy breakfast. I thought that the turmeric was going to be too much because I got a little bit too much on them, but the eggs turned out really well. I could taste the turmeric, but it wasn't overbearing. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to like mix the turmeric with some different types of food to just get a variety of how I consume it. So yeah, I'm going to track that progress just to see how well that it helps with the inflammation towards my arthritis. I hope that this video was inspiring to you. If you got some goals that you're trying to attain for the new year. I hope this kind of helps you to just, get in that mode and just take it slowly. I think when we go full speed ahead and then we, start to fail on different things, like within the first couple of weeks, it's just like, then we just throw our hands up and don't do anything. But I think if you just pace yourself, make those little baby steps towards some progress, I think that will help the more. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Blessings for a new, healthy 2024.